Hey guys, so I'm approaching 2,000 hours in Chinaris. I'm feeling like a pretty big loser for spending 83 days of my life on anything. But at the same time, I gotta ask myself, why do I keep coming back? Why is it that my blood still pumps when I get into these altercations? And what is it that makes this game so special? I recently got into a gunfight, and 10 minutes afterwards, my blood was still pumping, and my heart was still racing. And how is that so? A lot of people play the game and then they get desensitized to that element and they don't get as much of a blood rush, or it doesn't affect them. But me, my mouse was shaking everywhere and I felt like an idiot. I won the gun battle, and even after walking around towns, I was still like shaking in my hands. Now, why is that? In order to really answer that, I'd have to tell you how I play when I'm alone. When I'm alone, I play as though I am the person in the game and I have to live with every decision I make. So if I do shoot someone, I try and think of it as that's not a player across the field, that's a human being, you know? And for me, that's just personally how I play it. That's what keeps its intensity over time, is that every time I do come down to a shooting situation, I have this thing in my mind where I'm projecting that the decisions that I make mean a lot more than just pixels on a screen. A lot of people may take away from my last statement that I think all bandits and PvP players are delusional psychopaths that are looking to ruin the world. But that isn't the case. I know that if it wasn't for that guy on the hill shooting at me, this game would not feel good. It'd be everyone playing eHarmony, joking around, asking, "Oh, what's your favorite passion in life, buddy?" and all this stuff. And I know that without that element of evil, the game would have absolutely no value. So what I would suggest is that when you are playing that bandit, play like an evil human being that wants someone to suffer. That doesn't mean kill everyone you see. That means handcuff someone after you get them down, resuscitate them, bring them back to life. Do anything you want at that point, just some interaction so that people can experience something in the game. Because at the end of the day, DayZ is nothing more than the stories that are made inside of it. Hearing a gun sound in the distance and then seeing a black screen doesn't do that for anyone. But hearing a gunshot, going unconscious, waking up 5 minutes later, and these guys have you handcuffed, and even they taunt you for 2 minutes, and then they put you down. It's an experience, it's interaction. And those are the type of blood-curdling moments where we get so frustrated and we want revenge, or we want to teach the world that we can do it differently, anything, Those are the moments that make DayZ what it is. The best experience I ever had in DayZ was on my old computer. Everyone looked like blockheads, squared out, graphics were to the minimum so that my computer didn't melt while it was going down. And I got held captive for like 45 minutes on this server. These guys were just ordering me around, making me do all this stuff, treating me like I was dirt, and it was the greatest time I've ever had. It was just an awesome experience. Just the wild, off the wall nature of the dudes while they tortured me, I guess you could say. Me trying to think of how I could escape and trying and failing over and over again. Essentially, they beat me in a firefight and I killed one of theirs. So when they woke me up, they said I had to pay a toll. So I was their slave all the way across the land. It was pretty gnarly. So that's not necessarily a winning experience for me, but it's one that stuck because of the insane nature and just off the wall intensity of the dudes. I could have been unconscious and then they could have shot me and moved on, but instead, we both got an incredible experience out of it. People often debate third person is the master race or first person is the master race. And I being a first person player have to lean toward first person is the best and no one else's opinion matters. But at the end of the day, I prefer first person, and that's what I prefer. You may prefer third person, and you may have a slew of reasons why you think it's the better option. It provides more realism, and that's fine. You paid for the game and you want to enjoy it within this element that the devs made available. Do it. I enjoy the game. I want to enjoy it within this element. I'ma do it. End of discussion. It doesn't matter what your favorite YouTuber plays. It doesn't matter what this Twitch guy said on his stream about Canadians really liking third person. It doesn't matter what this dude said about UK people can't man enough for the first bros. None of that matters at all. So just press past all that and play what you enjoy. And lastly, I just want to take a moment to say thank you guys. Like, I don't know what's going on, but there's just so many new subs coming in, new views, new comments, people that I don't know, people that I do know. It's just amazing how much support has been coming through. Thank you guys. And I look forward to bringing you more content in the future. Bye-bye.